My name is David, and I need to tell you something I should have understood 40 years ago. By every external measure, I was a success. I built a company worth over $200 million. Corner office, private jet, beach house. Business magazines wrote about me. Young entrepreneurs asked for my advice. But while I was building that empire, I was quietly destroying the only things that actually mattered. I'm 76 years old now. The company is gone. I sold it years ago. The money is still here. And I would trade every dollar of it to go back and live my life differently. If you're telling yourself just a few more years, I need you to listen, because I was you. Let me take you back to 1978. I was 30, newly married to my wife Sarah, and starting my first company. Everyone thought I was crazy. I worked 80 to 90 hours a week, determined to prove them wrong. I missed dinners, birthdays, anniversaries. Sarah used to say, "It's okay, we're building our future." And I believed her. Or at least I wanted to. I told myself the same lie for 20 years. Once we make it, things will slow down. They never did. In 1983, our daughter Emma was born. Sarah went into labor while I was in a board meeting. I got there eventually, but I missed the birth. I told myself I'd be there for the important moments. I wasn't. I missed her first steps, her first day of school, her soccer games, her graduation. One memory still haunts me. Emma was 7 years old. She walked into my office holding a drawing of our family. I was on a call. I raised one finger. Just a minute. She waited. Then she quietly walked away. Years later, I found that drawing. At the bottom she had written, "I love you, Daddy, even though you're always busy." She was 7. By the mid-90s, we'd made it. The company was worth $50 million. We moved into a mansion. Took our first real vacation in over a decade. I thought it had all been worth it. But something had changed. Sarah had built a life without me. Emma barely spoke to me. I told myself it was a phase. We'll reconnect later. Later never came. In 2001, Emma left for college. Stanford. I was so proud. When we dropped her off, she hugged her mother for 5 minutes. She hugged me for 5 seconds. That same year, Sarah asked for a divorce. After 23 years of marriage, she was done waiting. And she was right. I buried myself even deeper in work. The company grew to $200 million. I landed on the cover of Forbes. People asked me how I did it. I never told them the truth, that I did it by sacrificing everything that mattered. In 2009, I had a heart attack. I was alone in my office, working late, like always. I drove myself to the hospital. There was no one to call. Lying in that bed, hooked up to machines, I finally asked myself, what was this all for? Not for my wife, she was gone. Not for my daughter, she'd learned to live without me. It was for my ego, for an imaginary finish line that kept moving. I sold the company a few years later. Suddenly I had unlimited time and no one to share it with. I tried to reconnect with Emma, flew to New York, called every week. But time doesn't work like that. You can't make it up. Emma got married 3 years ago. She asked me to walk her down the aisle. I did. At the reception, she gave a speech. She thanked her mother for being there, for raising her, for everything. Then she thanked me for coming. That night, alone in my hotel room, I cried harder than I had in decades. Not because I lacked success, but because I had missed my life. Here's the truth it took me 60 years to learn. Success means nothing if you're alone. Money means nothing if you have no one to share it with. Achievements mean nothing if the people you love don't care. Your company will survive if you leave at 5. That email can wait. That meeting isn't as important as you think. But your child's childhood won't wait. Your marriage won't wait. The people you love are on a timer, and you don't know how much time is left. You know what's ironic? No one from my company remembers me. The deals I killed myself over? Forgotten. The achievements I obsessed over? Footnotes. But my daughter remembers every time I wasn't there. Those moments shaped her. They defined our relationship, and I can't undo them. So if you're watching this while working late, stop. Close the laptop. Go home. Have dinner with your family. Be present. Because one day, you'll have all the time in the world and realize it's the one thing you can't use to fix the past. I learned this lesson 40 years too late. Don't make the same mistake. Choose your family.